Houston, say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main B plus undervolt. Roger, main B undervolt. Okay, stand by at 13, we're looking.
Rami, I wanna go through some of the pictures you sent me here. I'm just sharing my screen again here, and we are starting here with the first one you sent me. Comet Ilan. What does that picture mean to you? And what are your thoughts on it? I see you have pointed some corn circles out also.
The pictures of Comet Ilan came up. I thought it was incredible to see the comparison that originally was made by somebody else, not by me, to that crop circle. And I sort of connected to the idea and I documented it.
Let's take a look at the next one here you sent me. Department of the Air Force. This is a letter. And what is this letter telling you?
Wow, this is great. I also sent you the Jim Pennystone's drawing, the UFO that we're talking about, the Rendlesham forest case, which is a very well-known case.
Yes, it is.
And so I sent you also the Jim Pennystone's drawing of the craft that they saw and examined, also took photos of. Photos that then were confiscated by the authorities, the army, and they were never returned. Anyhow, this document is Charles Holt, what is known for being Charles Holt memo about
yeah.
Which is people who don't know about this. I would definitely recommend if they are interested to study the UFO phenomenon, study this case.
I actually last year Larry Warren, the security officer at the base.
Yes, I know.
Was in Denmark and talking about the Rendlesham incident, and I was out having a dinner with him before the conference here, and we talked about the Rendlesham, and he's a very nice guy also, and we had a long talk about everything that was been going on, and he actually showed me a picture. Let me find it later. I will find it and I will put it in here. But he had a picture. It was a photograph of a photograph. As the original a guy had took a picture of the object that was there, and I have that on my computer here. I'm gonna show you to you later here. So yes.
A photograph of that craft.
Objects, the lights. I actually have two different photographs that Larry Warren gave the pictures to the Exopolitics Denmark organization. So we actually have two pictures that is supposedly to be the object from Rendlesham Forest incident. That's the picture that Larry Warren brought us. That's
that's a picture that was taken on Rendlesham Forest?
Yes. And it was not, as for what I know, I might be wrong. It's almost 2 years ago since Larry was here and I spoke to him. But as I remember it, this was the first time this picture was published. I can't remember if it was used in a book earlier, but I remember it like that this picture had not been published before, because it was something he got hold on from some other people later. Let me see if I have this is the same picture. Oh, the first one was a cropped one.
Yes, that's the drawing made by Jim Penniston of the craft that they saw, and measured it, and photographed it, walked around it for touched it. So this case is so important. It's so important for people to realize the condition of mankind. Because, you know, Thomas, it's not the UFOs that we are dealing with. It's the human condition. That's the biggest issue, really, of all.
And human behavior.
UFO phenomena demonstrates the really, I don't want to use blunt words, I don't want to hurt people or to, but the not so well condition of mankind that the UFO phenomena shows it. Look at this Rendlesham forest case. You have a colonel, a deputy base commander of nuclear
facility
arms of the United States in Europe, and he is saying that what happened that night
was real.
Yes.
Not
only him. You have professional personnel, military, U.S. military, that are testifying and saying over and over again, with Charles Holt, with the memos, with all the testifies of what happened, with the prints of the landing gear that was living prints on the ground, with the readings of the radiation there. They're sitting, all three of them, Jim Penniston, John Burroughs, Charles Holt, on Larry King's show, TV show. They're sitting there. They're telling the American people, you know, on television, to a multinational big station with Larry King. They're telling everybody what happened. They're telling how the information was concealed and classified. And they're telling how they were told to shut up. They're telling how they were being treated after the incident. Horrible. Horrible. And the interrogations afterwards. And perhaps getting shots of who knows what into their bodies.
They had some drugs injected. I remember that also.
Yes. Now, and you see, after it was aired, the Larry King show telling about it, nothing is like, it's like didn't do anything dramatic at all.
No.
I mean, perhaps many people were stunned to hear all this, but that's about it. So, what are we talking here? What are we really talking about here? Talking about UFOs, or are we talking about the human condition? We want to tell the people that may watch this video that there is some volumes of books by Richard Dolan. It's amazing, and it's a must read or must be in people who are interested in their shelf. You know, the UFOs and the National Security State. It's 2 volumes out, and he's, as far as I know, Richard is working on his 3rd volume. Fascinating book.
Yes.
Yes,
I saw you sent me a picture with the book here and yourself.
Material for what you edit.
Yes.
About the photos I sent you.
Yes.
So I think that's very important book for anyone who wants to know something about UFOs.
I think we have it right here.
Look into.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is Rami with the book from Richard Dolan.
Yes, sir.
UFOs and the National Security State.
Yeah, that's the second volume. There is another one from 1947 or something. Too.
So if you have interest in UFO, go out and buy this book and read it. It's a good book, I know. But let's go on to this picture you sent me here. NASA photo taken by Apollo 16 above the moon in 1972.
Photograph.
Yeah.
Now what is it?
Yes.
Is this some space
debris?
Yeah.
Yes. Or is it a spaceship, UFO?
NASA photo from Apollo 16, 1972. So people can look at this and, I don't need to explain them.
No. This is a good... It's a good eye-opener for people to look at. I'm sitting here and looking at it and thinking, what are we looking at here? See, it's round, it's like have some little bit dome-shaped in the middle also, if you look closely.
It looks like a damn saucer.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Let's go on to the next one here. You have Netanyahu. It's a good one you chose here. If it looks like a dog, if it walks like a dog, if it quacks like a dog, it's time for the world to call a dog a dog. Yes, I think he's right on that one. We have this one you also sent me. Seek the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Mr. President, can you tell us the truth? And then we have down the right corner, this is an interesting object because I know this is from Mars. This is from the Rocknest field site. And the funny thing is that I know that Neville Thompson have a theory on this object, and you can hear that theory in the next episode of Rendezvous.
Who has a theory?
Neville Thompson.
Ah, okay.
Our great Gigapan master. I know he's gonna present a theory on that object in the next Rendezvous episode with admins from EMI, which is also your groups, and Mars Moon Space Photosome Club, and probably a few others. So that will be interesting to hear. But what's your thoughts on that object?
My thoughts on that object are very simple. The one at the bottom right. This is a sign of high-tech. This is not a rock, just ordinary rock. This is something that was manufactured. And period, that's it. I mean, you can't convince me. I don't go there and we see that it's just a rock. But I can't see this happening. The one at the right, upper right,
above the yes,
the NASA image from the space station.
Again, one of the good ones.
Yeah. So, I mean, what? So, what do you want? I'm talking like not you, but like the people. Like you have the evidence. I mean, you don't need to be a scientist, and you don't need to be a mathematician, to just have common sense.
I think one of the big problem about human mankind is that almost everybody want proof. Now it's not. We have seen so many pictures from the ISS space station. We have seen so many pictures from Mars. We have seen so many YouTube videos that people cannot handle all these many pictures. the next step for them now to believe is that they want to see it from themselves. They want to see the ship. They want to meet the alien before they believe. You know what I mean? I believe, you believe in what we see, but mankind in general is a very skeptic race, and most of them want to see the living object, so to speak, with their own eye before they can believe anything. Am I right?
Damn right.
Yes. This one was also between the one you sent me. This is the famous Adamski UFOs.
Right, it's a classic.
Yes.
It's from 1952. No photoshops in 1952.
No.
And what can I say? It's fascinating. It's amazing. You see the propulsion system from the bottom. The three anti-gravity radiators, or whatever they call them, and fascinating. Just fascinating.
Yes.
Photo 1952.
I have a little funny story because my dad died in 2008, and last year I finally got to go through some of all the boxes I had from my dad with his old books and stuff, and there was an Adamski book, and it was from the 50s or 60s, and that picture was on the front side of one of the books, and it was actually awesome to find such an old book. And
That's nice.
that's not just it. There was also inside the books there were some articles from 1950s also about UFOs in Denmark, and some people talking about UFO back in the 50s in actually what today is the biggest newspaper called Ekstrabladet or BT in Denmark today. So, and that was one of the headlines back then. I remember it. So that was a cool find to find my dad's old stuff, and especially the Adamski books. And I gave the Adamski book to a friend of mine so we could keep it in the Exopolitics Denmark group, so people could read it, and so it won't get. So I won't forget where it is or anything, you know. So other people can have some gain some benefit of it. But anyway, it's a very cool picture. You see windows. I'm sitting here and looking on a 41 inches screen. It's a big one here, and it looks like there is a. I really like this one. It looks like in the bottom of the circle, in the middle, there is this little pipe-like object coming out from the bottom, pointing actually almost in the direction of where the photograph is taken. Not quite, but almost that direction. And that looks like a little weapon of some kind, you know. Did you ever notice that one?
Yeah, I was fascinated by the shape of this hardware. You know, that I don't know what else to say. It's fascinating.
Spiegel TV. What are we watching here, Rami?
We watching Warner von Braun. If it wouldn't be for him, then NASA probably would not be the way it was.
Or where they are now.
Yes, he was a brilliant scientist and developer of rockets. Unfortunately, also for not for the benefit of the human race. And he built rockets for Hitler, and his weapons killed many people in England. Unfortunately, and but when World War II was over, he was taken by the Americans and was given I can say all the best man can hope for. And I think he created the Saturn V rocket.
Yeah, I remember that.
Person, very brilliant person.
He's a very highly intelligent person. That's
Yeah.
for sure. That's for sure. Some people are.
People don't know, then we should just make that remind, that he was a Nazi and he served the Nazi party.
Some people are claiming that he was guided by aliens that gave him the technology and knowledge how to create some of the things he did create in life, technical instructions and so all of the things he invented.
Yeah, but is there any proof of that?
Not for what I know, but it's a funny story that is following one of the most famous people in the world.
One, William Rutledge uploaded a video that shows the flight course of the alleged Apollo 20. Now, I found out with my own research, and I was the first guy that found it out and published it in YouTube in 2007, that video, I mean, many people say that, this is fake. And I took that video and I started to analyze it, and I found out, I identified the Latke crater and Fermi crater, and I identified the craters on his video. What that makes this video of the flyby the moon authentic. This is not a fake. This is a movie that was made by a craft, but it's not produced by none of the known Apollo missions. Where did it come from? This video is a video of the moon, and it shows the alleged flight course of Apollo 20. This is undeniable. That's number one. Number two is that photograph, NASA photograph. Anybody can Google it and find it in a NASA Gov site. It's AS 151925 or something. Did I get the number right?
Yeah. We're gonna work that out.
Okay. Now this is a NASA photograph from Apollo 15 from orbit, showing that anomaly of that thing. It's almost 4 kilometers long size. Now people after that produced a different photo of that location, and all you see is sand dunes. This, I think, is very good question for you to ask Neville Thompson, because he produced that photo. Him and Geraldine Borelli showed it a couple times. Whenever I showed the other photo, they came up with this photo that shows there's only dunes and there is nothing there. And I looked at the two photos and I said to them, sorry guys, this is not the same. This, what you're showing me, only dunes. And they say, no, this is the same. This is that coordinations and everything. This is nothing there. And I say, I look at them and say, this may be the same coordination. This may be the same. It's not the same image. This is not this. And I think that, and they were arguing with me that like this whole thing is fake. Now, I'm saying this. This NASA photo, AS151925, is not a fake. By the way, there's many others that show the same anomaly, not only this 25 picture, number 25. It shows in many photos. So this is authentic. This photo is authentic. And it's good to ask Neville that he was saying that NASA is messing up with the images about the Mars images. So why wouldn't they mess up with the Moon images if they do that on the Mars images? Now I don't know the answer. I cannot, you know, I haven't been there in NASA laboratory.
No.
But this is an authentic NASA image, a photo that shows this. Here I am just a couple more seconds, and the flight course video shows an authentic. This is the two solid things to show. One thing it shows. Can it be that NASA has moon missions that we don't know about?
From one of the 5 secret
Is it a
space
possibility?
programs. Yes.
That's all.
But anyway, you will get the chance one of the next few days to ask Neville about this, because he's gonna be a part of the next rendezvous, as I also spoke about before, where we are gonna go close on the on the Rocknest field site on Mars. So if you want to, you can give him that questions when we are together, all of us, and we can take the debate from there and see where it leads us. But until now, Rami, I will say thank you a million times for joining us here. It was great to have you here, and it was great to see your 3 favorite videos and some of the pictures you sent me here and shared. And we are definitely gonna take up the alien spaceship on the moon theme again another good time, because we're out of time now. Rami, thank you for being here, my friend.
For having me.
Yes.
And it's been a pleasure.
And to the rest out there, I'm gonna put the YouTube link up to the Rami's 3 videos, and I'm gonna put a link up to where you can find the photos that Rami also sent us here today, so you'll be able to find it in a Facebook post. You will be able to find all the videos and the photos in one Facebook post, and I'm gonna leave the link in the YouTube video description, so you can find it all there. Until we see us again, everybody, watch out for the UFOs. Take care. See you.
Bye. Bye.